I'm Shadow with Q102.
And I'm Jason with Brown Derby.
Okay, so this is Drinking 101.
Yes, it is.
And the reason we're laughing is because Jason had to pre-make these drinks.
Correct.
And we can already tell that they are very strong.
That and I screwed it up. I did it backwards.
Yeah, you did.
Thankfully, Shadow and the knowledge that she has over the years, she caught immediately on. So, what we got here is basically the pre-made cocktail, if you will. Craft cocktails are big. We've done them on the show over the years. We've talked about it. Craft cocktail bars are big. But a lot of the times when you get home, you don't have the time. Maybe you don't have the energy to do it all. So basically there's some there's some companies out there that do everything for you except add the alcohol. And one of them is brand new here to Springfield. It's called Bittermilk.
Bittermilk.
Bittermilk. I do not know where the name comes from. I do know they're based out of Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
And they do about 6 to 7 different recipes. What these are old fashions.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
So the one on the left, the number 1, is the very first, and it's the original old fashioned. This is recipe number 4, and this is the New Orleans Rogue. And you can tell by the color, the Rogue, the one on the right, a little lighter, a little redder.
I got some on my hands.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't lick your fingers.
You may want to go to a doctor. Because these things are pretty strong. But basically, so you can make them in the fashion that you need them made. You want a stiff drink. You do full ounces as your parts.
Oh, thank you,
if
sir.
If you want to do a little lighter, like what we've done here, just a couple of ounces. And then you add in your bitter milk. And basically you got the classic cocktail.
Okay.
So this is just a classic old fashioned.
Which one are we doing? This one?
That's the one on the left, yeah. So made with, we use bourbon, sometimes we use rye. Definitely have that nose coming through.
You think?
As you can tell from Shadow's reaction.
I'm scared. I'm super scared. Will our producer drink some of this? Okay, because he seemed like he was going to quick run to the bathroom.
Wow, that's excellent. I don't know that I could make it any better myself, frankly.
That is not too bad.
That is a ringing endorsement from Shadow.
I mean, I can still feel it going down. I feel like I should be next to a fire. It should be like Christmas time.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the fall. This is the old fashions drinking window coming into winter time.
I could definitely use some ice and an orange peel.
Yes, and that is recommended, by the way, on the instructions. Unfortunately, for the art of prepping, we didn't have that available to us.
No, we did not. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, so.
And again, this is, $16 a bottle, but you're using about a half ounce to an ounce at a time.
Yes.
So you're making 10 to 12 drinks. With you, probably a little less, because you'll probably use more. But that's just.
I was like, what?
But, I mean, so think about it. That's not that expensive. About a little more than $1 an ounce.
Well, then you got to buy your mixer. Okay, so
yeah, but it's only one mixer.
What can you?
Versus 3 or 4 different.
What are
ingredients.
the things you can mix with it? So start naming off boozes.
Well, this you would only probably use rye or bourbon.
Okay.
But an old fashioned is going to be 3 or 4 different ingredients.
Yes.
This is just one.
Okay.
And then you just pour it, mix.
So you can't mix this stuff with like vodka.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Something.
You could, and they make a Tom Collins recipe that you can use with gin or vodka. They make an Oaxaca recipe that you can use with mezcal. So they do different things.
That's cool. I like that.
This just happens to be 2 of them that we are showcasing today. We're, by the way, the only place in Springfield you can get this.
Cool.
So
those are really.
We've been working on years getting this into the market.
It's a really neat idea. Really neat idea.
And the second one is this is the New Orleans Rogue Old Fashioned. A little lighter on the nose, a little sweeter.
Very sweet. Actually, I'm surprised. The smell makes you think that. But it tastes good. It's sweet.
Wow.
Wow.
I honestly.
Although I'm glad we didn't drink your first one. because
Yes.
it's 4 parts your alcohol and then 1 part this.
Right.
He did 1 part alcohol, 4 parts
Yeah.
this.
As
We
a
were about to die.
diabetic, yeah, I would have gone into a coma.
Yeah, great.
These are not diet drinks, by the way. There's a ton of sugar, as I can imagine. However, I love making craft cocktails. I don't know that I can make them any better than that, frankly.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I like it.
So.
I like it. Cool idea.
Bittermilk, pre-made cocktails, just add the booze.
Get them here at Brown Derby. It's Drinking 101.
Cheers.